Delhi Capitals are currently in the bottom half of the IPL 2023. After losing the first 5 games, they have now won the next 2. But at the same time, when their performances on the field have started to show some improvement, there has been one particular development off the field that has actually derailed the Delhi Capitals franchisee. Yes, there has been a troubling report that has come out, and because of this, the franchisee has now issued a very strict, you may say borderline draconian code of conduct for the players that are there. Because this latest incident is a long list of distractions that the Delhi Capitals have had to face. Because on the field, they were having a lot of issues. Now off the field, this latest distraction has ensured that Delhi Capitals franchisees, they are now ensuring that they have drawn the line. The players will have to adhere to a very strict code of conduct. This has come about because of one particular incident. So apparently, just before the game that Delhi Capitals had against Sunrisers Hyderabad, one player apparently and reportedly misbehaved with a woman at a franchisee party. Now, the identity of the player has not yet been revealed by the franchisee or by any of those involved. So, basically, before the Sunrisers Hyderabad game at Hyderabad, one player misbehaved with a woman at a franchisee party. The identity has not yet been revealed. It is on the backdrop of this that the Delhi Capitals have issued a strict code of conduct for the team. Now, what is this code of conduct that the Delhi Capitals franchisee has issued and why they have done it? And if you do not adhere to the code of conduct, there might be severe consequences. I will explain to you in this video what is the code of conduct and what are the consequences if a player breaches that. Now, the first major thing that the Delhi Capitals franchisee has issued in the code of conduct is that players cannot bring acquaintances to rooms post 10 p.m. That is the latest diktat that the Delhi Capitals franchisee has issued. No acquaintances, no friends in the players' rooms after 10 p.m. If they have to meet the acquaintances or the friends, they have to do it in the team hotel, restaurant or coffee shop under strict supervision. That is the clear code of conduct rule that has been mentioned by the franchisee here, that you cannot take any friends or acquaintances to the rooms. They will have to meet them in the coffee shop or in the team hotel restaurant, and it will be under strict supervision. That is the first major thing that has come up. One more major update in the code of conduct that the Delhi Capitals franchisee has issued is that players must inform the franchisee if they want to leave the hotel to meet someone. Earlier, verbally it had to be told, but now clearly on paper with the necessary protocols, players must inform the franchisees in writing that they want to leave the hotel and meet someone. The time when they go out, the time when they come in, all that will be recorded. Players and support staff have to bear the travel expenses of their partner. Normally, when you see that the wives and the girlfriends of the players often accompany them for all the games in the IPL. Now, what is the cost for that? Well, the cost has to be borne by the players and the support staff to bear the travel expenses of their partner, and players must inform the franchisee of family wanting to join the contingent. Now, that is a clear-cut mandate that has been given. Earlier, it was there. It is only now much more stricter that they have to inform them in writing when it comes to the franchisee that our family member is coming, we will bear the travel expenses. Whatever costs are there, the player will bear that expense. Now, the franchisee also has given certain advice to the players when it comes to the decorum, when it comes to social functions. And one of the things is that mandatory for all the players to attend the functions. It has been made mandatory that whatever functions are held outside of the practice, outside of the games, every Delhi Capitals player must attend those functions. Punctuality is the key. Of course, when you have to go for a certain event, in a predestined location, if you have to look at it, punctuality is the key. code in place, because in the words of the franchisee, what code in place for maintenance of the franchisee's public image. Because now this latest incident has made the Delhi Capitals franchisee very unhappy, and in order to protect the public image and that they are having a very close watch on the discipline of the players, this code of conduct has been issued by the Delhi Capitals franchisee. So discipline, punctuality and adherence to the rules, these are the three measures that are there in the code of conduct that the Delhi Capitals franchisee has issued. Now supposing if there is a situation wherein a player has to take someone, he cannot discuss matters in the team hotel, restaurant or in the coffee shop, then if he has to take that individual to the room, what is the protocol then? Well, according to the code of conduct, if player has to take anyone to the rooms post 10 p.m. also or even before that, they need to inform the IPL team integrity officer. That is the first step. If you're taking anyone to their rooms, the IPL team integrity officer has to be informed first. And then after informing the integrity officer, he has to submit the photo identification in advance. So supposing if someone wants to meet 2 days later in their room, the player will then, and the individual who's going to meet them, they'll have to furnish photo evidence, photo identification in advance to the IPL integrity officer. However, this last point is very, very important, because any breach of the code could result in a fine or, in a very extreme situation, termination of the player's contract. Because if the offense is grievous enough, then according to the code of conduct, the franchisee has every right to terminate the contract of the player at that very moment. So Delhi Capitals are not taking this lying down, because at this point in time you have to understand that on the field their performances are improving, but off the field distractions can derail their campaign at any point in time. It is still an uphill struggle for the Delhi Capitals, because they have only won 2 games out of the 7 that they have played. Although their next game is against the Sunrisers Hyderabad, where they have a good record, they will be hoping that off-field issues distract them as little as possible when we head into the business stage of the IPL league stages. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.